When you get in shape, you will experience for the first time in your life the halo effect. Now, what's the halo effect? Okay, for you guys that don't know, the halo effect is basically when people treat you better based on the way you look. And if you're average, like I used to be, if you're somebody that isn't really blessed genetically from the start, like you're just average looking on your face, you're not tall, you're just a regular guy, you will never in your entire life have the halo effect unless you get in shape. See, I remember when I was average and I was really invisible. Like as a man, it's one of the worst feeling when you're trying to speak your voice, when you're trying to have opinion, you're just trying to be confident and people don't listen. People don't really pay attention. People don't really care about you like that. It's one of the worst feeling. And I was feeling like this all the time, but on the other side I was seeing my friends. My friend that had these gifts, these quirks, these quirks, like somebody, so for example, somebody that is super tall, somebody that is super attractive, and they were getting special treatment. I was seeing that special treatment every day. Like we would order the same food, they would get double chicken, they would get free stuff, they would get extra. Like we were working at the hotel making money, they would get extra tip. People would treat them differently. The tone of their voice was different. People would start conversations with them. They had like this gift for people to just come to them. And when it was my turn, when it was about me, I never felt that before. I never felt that feeling before, and I didn't understand. I was like, maybe the only reason why this is not happening to me is because I'm not super tall, or I'm not super attractive, or I'm not super this. I always was telling this to myself, and then I got myself in shape. And getting in shape, brother, for any average man, is the only way, matter of fact, to achieve the halo effect. Because if you're not already blessed with a crazy trait, a top 1% trait, for example, a top 1% height, a top 1% face, a top 1% something, you're average. You're average. It's either you're not average or you're average. So if you're average, you haven't experienced the halo effect. You haven't experienced speaking and people listen instantly. You haven't experienced people really being genuinely attracted to you. You have never experienced like real desire from women. And now listen up. Once I got in shape, okay, I realized this. I realized because I didn't used to believe it, but I realized that the halo effect also happened to Jack Guy. Because I love to say this. It's even better to be jacked than to be tall. Because listen, to be tall, it's a cool effect that it gives you. It's really cool. Like I wish I was 6'8", but the difference in the difference is that people know that you never worked for your height. People know that it doesn't take hard work. You were just born like this. Compared to the gym, compared to your physique, compared to your fitness, people know that it takes hard work to build that physique. People know that you had to be consistent for years in order for you to be lean and jacked. People know that abs are hard because most people already tried. So that's why the effect that getting jacked has on you is even better than the effect that having any of these traits that you're born with. Because now people are like, oh man, this guy worked for it. And any respectable man will respect you more. Any man in a higher position will respect you more than just the guy that is tall because he's going to be like, whoa, this guy, getting jacked, like I always say, is the best non-verbal way to speak. If you don't want to speak, if you just want to enter a room just standing there and not say a word and people will say positive stuff about you, get jacked because people will look at you and be like, I know that this guy values and has the trait that are the trait of a successful man. I know that this guy values important thing. I know that this guy is about discipline. I know that this guy is about consistency. I know that this guy is about hard work. And do you know how valuable that is for your work, for your business, for any fucking single area? Like the respect, having respect from other men. You're not chasing that validation, but you just happen to have that validation. You don't need it, but you happen to have it. And for that reason, it opens new door to you. You will never get as much doors open to you from if you're not in shape. You will never get as much door opens open to you for free, like just like this. People that will give you stuff for free, people that will treat you better. Now, when I go in a restaurant, I am the one that gets the extra stuff. I am the one where people start the conversation with me. I am the one where people, when I'm ordering something, they give me extra chicken. They give me free fries. They give me free drink. I am the one where people just look at me and they just smile. I sense it now. And the difference is crazy because I used to really be the guy that was just walk in any room and just people, nobody cared. But now it's like people care, people pay attention to what I say when I ask a question. They take their time, they want to show me the stuff, right? I remember when I'm average and I didn't look like shit, I would go to the just any like any supermarket and ask for something, the guy would be like, "Yeah, just go that way," or the woman would be like, "Hey, yeah, just go there." Now they actually stop, they look, and they're like, "Oh, let me show it to you." They walk with me there, and then people start a conversation. People give you more respect. I enter a room, any job interview that I had, I don't even struggle with that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like now, I used to really be unconfident in myself, and that's the thing too. It changes the way you carry yourself. And when I say unconfident in myself, it's like myself with myself. I was confident, but I didn't really feel that extra boost of confidence, like that delusional confidence that people just having. Like, oh yeah, I can handle this shit. Yeah, I'm better than this. Yeah, I know this. I know that. I was confident, but not as confident as I am now. And that's also the thing. It will change the way you carry yourself. It will change the way you, because subconsciously people can tell when you're in love with yourself, when you're actually in congruence with yourself, when you wake up and you don't see a fat ass stomach and you see abs and you work for these abs, and then it's also in the process. Every single day you're consistent, you're putting in the work, you feel good about it, and that feel good feeling, people can sense it. People can be like, wow, I don't know, there's something about this guy. People will have that in their head. There's something different about this guy, because everybody else is subconsciously depressed. Everybody else doesn't feel really good about themselves because they keep breaking promises to themselves. They keep taking the easy life. Now you got to decide if you're going to take the easy life or the hard life. But guess what? Nothing worth having is easy. Nothing worth having is easy. But once you decide to go for the hard path, for the path of discipline, for the path of getting jacked, of building an aesthetic physique, you will see that it was all worth it. And with time, it will become a little bit easier. It will become part of your identity. That's why you got to keep working for it. The halo effect is just crazy. Like, even with women, for example, you have never experienced raw desire if you're not in shape. A lot of people trying to lead with their wallet. A lot of people think money is enough. And I did that mistake in the past when I was out of shape. And it costed me actually my 4-year relationship. I'll do a video on that. But leading with your wallet is never going to be enough. She's going to leave you for the other guy. She's going to leave you for the guy that she has genuine desire for. It's just the way it is. If you've never felt genuine desire from a woman, like your woman that you're with literally tells you every single day how much she likes you. She wants to tell about you to her friends. She's proud of you. She loves you. Or woman literally, like, how do you say that in English? I know the French word is harceler. In English it's like they can't leave you alone, like they're obsessed over you. It's because you're not in shape. It's because you're not in shape, because there's not that raw desire. That raw desire is the same thing that pushes us. For example, us as men, we like the hourglass shape. That's the most biologically in our brain that we're the most attracted to. When we see this, we're like attracted to this because it's like biological in our brain. The same thing happens for a woman when they see that V taper physique. And you can cope with like, oh yeah, she likes the dad bod and all that. But again, how's your relationships? If she's not begging you, like if she's not that, you will know. You know if she's really attracted to you or if she's not. You know. Like, I don't even have to say anything. You know if your woman really wants you. And once you experience a woman that really wants you, all these other women that are not so interested, that are giving you attitude, it doesn't matter anymore. You don't want them anymore because you felt the way a woman really acts with the guy that she wants. And you don't, you'd be disgusted to be the second guy. But guess what? You can never be the guy that she really wants if your physique is lacking. Because then she can, like, she cannot really have real desire for you if your physique is lacking. How does that make sense? It doesn't. You need to be the best version of yourself in every single area. That's why fitness is a key. It's the pillar. It was the pillar to change my life. It was the pillar to change my social interaction. Now, every time I walk in a room, I can guarantee you, I will stand there and people will come up to me. I've had experience where I was just standing at the gym and a really rich guy came up to me because he was impressed by my physique. An old man, maybe 60 years old. He was impressed by my physique. He was rich. But he still respected me, a younger buck, because I was in better shape. So, guys, start prioritizing your physique. It's one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Never, ever, ever let that shit go. Keep grinding, keep working, and one day it will be all worth it. It's a journey, but it's 100% worth it. Like, you will see, you will experience the halo effect as an average guy. The only way to experience the halo effect as an average guy is this. Otherwise, you will keep living that miserable existence when life is cool, but it's not at this peak. That was my problem. Life was cool, but it wasn't at its peak. And I'm somebody that really is ambitious, and I want the best out of life. And I would have not tolerated living the rest of my life like this, ever. So I got myself in shape. Now I'm there. It's the best feeling ever. So, see you in the next one, brother. Leave a like if this video helped you, if you liked it, if you relate to this, if this motivated you. See you in the next one.